Hylton's got talks at the Burger King. They got don't have the thing on McDonald's anymore for a deal of iced coffees. So I checked Burger King. They had $1.80 for a small. $2.58 I think I paid for a large. This is the large. It's not that big anymore, but it's still a good deal. This is the Burger King I'm at. Not too busy this morning. 7801 on 200 in Ocala, Florida. It is 9:05 right now in the morning. It is, what is today? The 8th of May, 2025. Got the Verve bike. Got my white helmet, little red gloves. Got a little zip strippy thing to help with that. Hold the helmet in place, not lose it, because this is a expensive helmet. The green helmet on the other bike's not expensive. Not too worried about it, but I've got one for it too. This has protein bars in it and some tire change tools. I like it as a holder for that because when I clean it out, I have to take all this apart and clean them out like 4 pieces. So I like just doing this quick. Clean out with the bottle brush, scrub the outside with the bottle brush, do a little edges on the inside, and lay it to air dry, and use a different one the next day or use the same one the next day. Got a foldy lock down here. A lot of you will say it's not necessary with the chain lock. Chain lock's 4.25 feet. Needs that extra little length. 3.75 is a little too small if you get one. For me, it is. I found a couple of situations where it would work, and a couple of situations where I was pushing it, and I didn't like pushing it, and got to the point where I was like, man, I can't even get this thing around here. It'd get to a point where they'd have a little thing down here that would be for the bikes, and you're like, really? And I gotta get this down to here and back again. Sometimes possible, but a real pain. This makes it a little better. Sometimes if you have a tree or something, the bike might actually lean like this off the ground and get it tight against the tree just so it holds. But hopefully it won't fall. If there's high winds, you shouldn't be riding really. Because I had one on a flagpole at a McDonald's lean over and just on the other bike and fall. And it scraped paint right in here, down. So a little tip for you. I'll file this under the bike tips in my playlist. And there, I just leaned it over and lost my gloves. That's all right. I keep a couple little bungees here. I've got 1 or 2 more on order. More of a netting type thing to fill in the gaps in those holes. And then I'd have this one on top to hold something small down if I went to a store and got a little package or something. Other bike has the cooler, the Townie. It's a step-through model, and I like that because it doesn't have the bar up here. It's way down here. Easy to get on, easy to get off. If you get a milk or something on the milk crate I got on the back of the Townie, it's a little heavy, and you tilt over, you kind of get your balance, you get off and jump off the seat, you kind of lean over, and you're good. This has a bar that goes down slightly. That helps with that. That's why I got it. Getting older, you know, the little white hair, you're not as stable as you used to be. Don't have the strength you used to have. Got this nice new bell. Got the wrong size, you can see them in the video. But it's crispy, clear, I like it. Tried to put it here, I was like, oh no, I've got some rubber gaskets. Hey, doggy. Look at all those ducks in that Jeep. Jeeps love those ducks. I saw one the other day that just lined up like three groups, all around the front of this car, a Rubicon or something. And I was just like, oh no, they love their ducks, leaving little ducks behind, changing with other Jeep people. That's their game. Got a mirror, always have a mirror. In the United States, you put it on the left side. England, you'd put it on the right side, or you could have 2, but one's good. One's good. There are only a couple situations where I'm like, because I don't turn as fast, as limber as I used to be. So the mirror really helps. I still look all the way when I get to intersections. I'll cheat and do the jaywalk thing about halfway between the 2 lights. There's a nice You got plenty of room to look to the left, no cars, right? You go to the median, see the grass median? You can get across that. You don't have to worry about cars. If you went down further, you'd have tons of room to look. You see what I mean? Tons. You get halfway, you stand on the median, you wait your turn, and you wait for this group of traffic to slow up or open a gap, and then you just walk across. That's all you do. You don't have to use lights in intersections. It can be troublesome. You get in an intersection, you have to watch out for someone turning right on you, someone turning left on you, the lights making the quick change for the left turn people. Sometimes when you look and you're like, everyone's got a red light, what's the deal? That's when the left people are going to be starting to come. So, and people going straight. And I usually, if you're in the lane, I'll ride with traffic and cross when it turns green and watch out for the person on my right and go across. But I'll be on sidewalks, different things like that every once in a while, and doing it that way. You're looking for the little thing that says safe to walk, but it's never safe to walk. You gotta look, man. It says safe to walk. It just means, well, look around, because people are still coming, and it's still a little dangerous. That's why I just kind of go with the flow. Well, that's my advice for you. Little bike tips on this one. See, it's green. Look at the bike lane. I would go straight across here with the traffic green. Caution arrow, because they can be coming out here and clip you. And then you got everybody in the right lane that want to make a right. You got the person ahead here. They're going to want to make a right on red. Oh, you got to look, man. But if you cheated, you went about halfway up, and then you just walked over. You just walk across it. Look at that big space. You could walk across that. And then wait halfway, boom, you're on the other side of the road. You got that part done. Then you go with the traffic, head down the road. You got to keep an eye out for the people turning right on you. And every time you cross over a street or a business or an intersection, you got to make out. Or you could ride against traffic on the sidewalk. You're still looking for the people turning right. There's always going to be people turning right. Whether you're going with traffic on the sidewalk or away from traffic on the sidewalk, there's always somebody turning right. So you got to slow up and take it easy and make sure they're not just looking, they're zipping down the road, and they're not worried about the right. They're not worried about you sneaking up on them like this. They're worried about not hitting anybody coming this way, and they might not see you because they're not paying attention. They're looking at their phone, they're doing other things, but they're just not looking for a biker. That's why you got to be careful coming or going with traffic. They're not looking, or they think they have the right of way, or they kind of do. They're just massively ton bulldozer of a vehicle that'll kill you in a heartbeat. You respect that. They can drive as illegal as they want, as long as you just stop it and you wait there. Let them go. Don't get an attitude. Don't flip them off. They already hate bike people anyway. We all cheat. Like if I went through an intersection with the green, but the little hand thing still said stop, they'd give you the evil eye, But if you went through it and they had to stop quick for you, they'll give you the evil eye. You're getting the evil eye either way, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just be respectful of everybody. Be the walkers, don't fly by people walking. It scares them. And if they just do a little sidestep, if they're just walking, and they do one of these, you're going to hit them because you're flying up behind them. And you're like, on my left. They can't hear that. They got music going. They got earbuds. They're not paying attention. What do they mean by on my left? That doesn't make sense. By that time, they turn to see who said that, and then they get hit. So you can't be flying by. You got to be respectful and slow up and get on the grass if you can. Just kind of pull up. You be the one. You're the biker. You're outpacing them. You got to watch out for e-bikes. You got to watch out for scooters. They fly by, don't they? You got to watch out for the cyclists. Those are the people with expensive, several $1,000s, 10 speeds that fly by in groups. And you can barely hear they're on your left, because they're like 20 miles away when they're saying on your left, and then they fly by. So don't fly by people. Take your time, stop your pedaling, coast a little bit, do your bell to get their attention. early. And then on your left, then cruise on. And say good morning and how are you today? Different things like that, and a smile. Get some PR going for the bike people. You know, get a little sympathy for us, you know. Go do what you gotta do. So, have a nice day. You hit the Burger King. Remember, if you get Walmart Plus, they give you a little one-time daily discount. I haven't tried that yet. We're looking into it. Like and subscribe if you learned anything or liked the video. Have a good day.